very disappointed in you guys allowing so much but Emerson talk in the comments before I even showed up to squash it. Emerson's. I don't know. Dilla, I don't know if you've seen the video, but I'm not a big fan of Emerson knives. As a matter of fact, there's two of them. You want to get a good knife? Go ahead and drop $500 on a Fair and Forge Master Blaster. Because you're not going to have to worry about, you're not going to have to worry feeling like somebody put it together with their toes. Because that's what Emersons feel like. They're hot spotty and they just feel like somebody put them together in the dark with their feet. So who all's here? Metal Man Sean is here. Metal Man, I still have to sharpen that knife for you because there's still a whole bunch of stuff that I was supposed to sharpen that I couldn't get around to because I got busy with stuff around here and just did not get around to sharpening them. Yeah, and nothing but lock. No, well, I mean, there's a lot of companies. I'm not going to just say that the Emersons all have lock stick, even though they do. There's a lot of times that it's the cross-threaded screws, bolsters, they're not bolsters, but liners that extend past the scales, and then just generally not being great. But you're not going to go wrong with one of these, and it's not just because Elliot is a friend of mine. These are freaking amazing. But you know what? We're going to do a live giveaway tonight. I changed the title of it because I thought about it. You know, it's the 3rd, and we haven't given away the December item to the paying members so that you guys can see what being a baseline or premium tier member gets you. I am giving away the Artisan Sea-Lax by my friend Dylan Mallory, designed by him. I'm giving this away tonight to one of the paying members. So the whole nice thing is, even if you're not a member yet, if you join the memberships tonight, you would still be eligible. So any new members still get entered. You don't even have to have been a member in December. So how's the headache? The headache's better. I don't know. It just seemed like my head just started pounding here a few hours ago. But then I thought about it. Hey, I don't have my bell. Give me a moment. I'll hook you up. No, I'm not giving away the Pretium. I can't give that away. I'll explain that in a little bit. I know Sean really loves that Pretium, but there it is. I want to kind of get you guys's, because we're not going to give the knife away until the hour mark. That gives us a milestone. Everybody sticks around. I have to do this. So any of you guys that haven't been here for when I get a donation, you know, and I don't care if that bothers my neighbors, because you know what? Their dogs have been barking for like 3 days straight, 24 hours a day. And I told him today, I was like, look, you got to do something about the fucking dogs. I was like, 2 o'clock in the morning, your German Shepherd's right under my bedroom window, just barking his fucking head off. And I don't know how you don't hear it, because their bedroom window is right next to mine. Like, we share a wall. And I'm like, like I can't go another night without fucking sleeping. So Ben is back. Ben, which Ben? Ben who? Ben who? See, Brian, budget. Who's Ben? Sam's here. You don't understand. It does not surprise me, Polly. But at any rate, I think that the weather has just been weird and changed. I've had allergies for like a couple days, and I just had a headache this afternoon. So eBay, Fair and Forge, Pretium, Flipper. You know what? The Pretiums, I'm not going to lie to you. The Pretiums have issues. And if you buy it secondhand, Elliot does not have to honor that lifetime warranty. So if you're trying to get Pretiums, the Pretiums can be hit or miss. They were not great. Like, Elliot redid mine. Mine has a new pivot and stuff in it. We fixed a bunch of stuff because he's like, well, if you're going to keep it, it may as well be a good knife. So, hey, what's up, Holly? So I would say the Pretiums aren't always going to be your best bet. They're a great knife if you've got one that has been, as Elliot would say, unfucked. So where's everyone going? Oh, Ben, there's Ben. Okay, that Ben. I didn't see Ben in here. I'm about to post a new video, popped up on. Oh, okay, cool. Go follow Sam, Bushcraft Bodybuilder. That's his YouTube channel. Go follow him. Go follow Polly too. I put Polly as one of the little click boxes in the back of one of the videos. But what I want to do before we get to the giveaway part, because we are going to do the giveaway. Like I said, we're giving away a brand new inbox CJRB CLAX. I want to know the weirdest knife you've owned, and we'll try and go through them and we'll pull up some of them and look them up. I didn't block you. I did not block you, Ben. Ben, how would you be commenting if I blocked you, Ben? Use that thing at the top of your neck for not just a place to put your hat. Thank you very much. So like some of the weirdest knives you've ever owned, and then we can we'll try and pull them up on the thing. So put him in timeout, Mike. Why? He didn't do anything yet. I mean, don't get me wrong. I put people in timeout all the time. I might just put Polly in timeout just because it pisses him off, and then he gets nuts and starts texting me, and he has a foul mouth, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you right now. Polly will start sending me some of the most deplorable, obnoxious, disgusting things you've ever wanted to hear. So, weirdest knife. Hold on, I got to dig it up. Yeah, if you just tell me the name, I'll pull it up. So, it's I put him in timeout. Oh, I put him in timeout. I thought you were asking me to put him in timeout. I don't have my reading glasses. Sorry, guys. It's not a real big. Let me make that bigger. There we go. I can see that a little better. Where's Havoc? Polly's in. I don't know. Polly sent me something about something that happened like Paramount, Florida, where it was like some crazy weird shit. He goes, "Hey, man, check on Havoc. Make sure he's okay." And I was like, you know, you've got a point. I'm trying to see. Forrest, the weirdest knife. I got to go dig it up. No, I literally buried it in the yard to get. I literally buried it in my yard. Give me a minute. Okay. What is this? Snuzz? Just here for a moment. Say hello. Got to get to work. Great night. Have a great night. You got to work? That sucks. Well, I mean, technically I'm working. Okay, so let me pull that up. What is it? Oh my God. Wait, is that like the fancy French knives? What was it again? Yeah, I've seen those. Laguione. Yeah, that's. I didn't think they were that strange. We'll pull up an image. No, I've seen these. I've seen these. They're not. I think here, let's pull up this page. I think, yeah, it's a French knife. I've seen, actually, there's a thing on how they make them, on how it's made. So in case you guys haven't ever seen one, screen share. This is kind of what they look like. Yeah, I've seen these. They've got like the V. It's a B. Yeah, that's what it is. The lock mechanism on it is a B. Maybe we'll block this guy. One-handed operation. We don't accept your apology. Who are you talking to, Polly? Yeah. That's why we don't talk about it, because this is how I make money, Ben. So we don't talk about it. So That's why we don't talk about this. This is not a political channel. If you want to talk about political stuff, take it somewhere else. So can somebody take that down? Because I got to live within those guidelines. That's how I make money. The B is the flipper. Yeah, that's what it is. So I saw how they make them. So what is this? I've been foiling since begging and I don't see this. I have been following since you're begging and I love your channel. Sorry, what? My beginning. Okay. There we go. See these guys? These are what I'm blocking right now. These are all spam. Block that. CRKT Mermaid. No, I blocked that. Why is that still there? Block. Okay, I don't know what's going on, guys. It won't let me block that. Try that. There we go. CRKT Mermaid. I've seen that as well. I just can't remember. CRKT Mermaid. Let's see. What's that look like? Images. Oh, God. Yeah, that thing. That's freaking hideous. That is pretty hideous. Like why? Oh, the kiss. I had a kiss. It was on a keychain. The Keep It Simple Stupid. They've sold so many of those. Sold so many. Yeah, Polly, you would love that. You would love that, Polly. You can buy those. They're available for sale. Is that what you want, Polly? I don't know. I am gonna have a beverage. I'm only gonna have one. But I have. Guys, if you don't have a Klein Tools screwdriver handled bottle opener, then you're not living right. You need one. Did you lose it in the mud forest? What was this? JL1601L. JL160. Oh, not that one. Let's see here. JL1601L knife. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find it. I'm trying to. Looks like there aren't many matches. I don't see it. So sorry, I misspelled in the beginning. I've watched you for a while. I was just saying you're doing a great job. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Acid Test Kids is here. Don't see, Polly, don't get it started or I'll put you both in timeout because you're just one of those guys, Polly, that will get it started and it'll keep going. All right, that's it. Hey, everyone. I just know how that's going to go. I don't want it on the channel. Because then this is not a channel for it, Polly. It's not a channel for it, Ben. I hate to do it, but like we don't talk about politics here. We talk about knives and having fun. And that's it. Yeah, hanging out, relaxing. I don't need that kind of stress. Polly's in timeout and Ben is blocked. It's like I shouldn't have to justify my reasons for this is how I get paid. Like this is where I make money right now. And until further notice, it's the only place I'm going to be. So if you can't abide by the rules I set forth, then you don't get to be here. I can't find that knife. I see the mermaid, but I don't see that other weird one. What was it? The JL16. Oh, that's what it was. 1611. Okay, let's try that again. We'll bring up another one. Let's see here. What was it? The JL 16011L. Not Kniff. Images. I don't see. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like you bought that on purpose. Let me see if I can make that bigger. No. It's not what I want. My God, that's pretty hideous right there. What's up, Aiden? Bye, Ben. Mike, I'll make a video about it after your live. If you can't find it, you just need to click. Yeah, that mermaid is horrible. I was thinking about it. I had some pretty weird knives back in the day, but I still have most of them. But there was a knife, and I can't remember who made it, but it was like, it was kind of like my double shadow dagger, but it had like these things that unlocked, that stuck out. Like you would push the button and it would unlock. It looked like something out of, not like the one I had in the video, which was the movie knives, not that one. There was another knife, and I just can't remember what it was, but it had like these things that lined up on either side of the blade. And when you would push the button, they would come out, and they were sharpened on the sides and stuff, but they would sit like you would push that. I can't think of the name of it. It was one that I had, and it was probably just some crappy little Hong Kong made thing. The locking mechanism is hideous. Sorry about that, guys. I mean, I'm not going to continue to justify and allow things to happen on the channel. Who wants to be our Mr. Amazing? I would love to have Mr. Amazing be amazing to, be my Mr. Amazing. That'd be great. I mean, he kind of is in a way. There's a video I shot today. Jared sent me a box of like 12 or 13 knives. Hang on a second. There's something in there that I really want to, well, no, I don't want to show you. It'd be it'd be kind of, you guys get to see it too soon. The video goes up on Wednesday. Video goes up on Wednesday, but I am carrying this a lot. Eric sent this to me. I already cut myself with it. Remember me telling, remember I told you guys in the video that like this was the sharpest knife out of box I'd had come in a very long time. And I was doing a video to tell somebody about how sharp it was and proceeded to cut my thumb with it and started bleeding. I was like, yeah, it's really, really sharp. Fake gold stiletto. Knives that I owned. Yeah. All your knives are normal, Mr. Kirk? I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Kevin Kirk. I don't believe you. So let's see. I had a blue plastic scaled auto, push button auto, stiletto type that we bought. Me and my cousin bought a handful of them from Kits, and they were really, really, really bad. Like the handles didn't want to go in yet. Right. You had to it was a kit and you built the knife yourself. And they were, I mean, for a kid at our age, they were okay. But, you had to pound the rivets and everything. And I had an out the side stiletto, and then it's still around here somewhere. My wife uses it for cutting open boxes and stuff because she likes the auto and she can operate it. It was one of those NATO autos. You remember seeing those in the magazines, and it was the kit, and we put it together, and I had both of them, and I was like, oh God, it's so bad now. But when I was a kid and I was younger, I was in junior high, and I was like, dude, that thing is so cool. The mini hummingbird. Are you talking about just the hummingbird? Because that's what Reich has them called. They're the hummingbirds. They're all that size, the little itty bitty ones. because they only made one size. If they made one smaller than that, I would be amazed. It's the smallest fucking little knife I've ever seen. I got one in a drawer over there. We'll pull it out here a little bit later. They all look like ducks. Your Spydercos all look like ducks. That's all right. I got one that looks like a horse penis. I went to Matt's house to help him unbox that Pew Pew safe that you guys saw yesterday. And we were cutting a cardboard box that it was in down. And I was like, you want to see this? And like, we basically just barely pushed through it. He was like, good God, that knife cuts well. That's why this thing is always in my pocket. It cuts so incredibly well. It's just great. They made an XL hummingbird. Are you sure that they made an XL hummingbird, or are you thinking of the one that looked really similar to it that they called the Thor or something like that? There was a knife that they made that looked somewhat. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm not sure, so I'm going to look it up. What was that? Reich XL hummingbird. Let's see. I guess they did make an XL hummingbird. What is this? That's not what I want. I just want to see the whole. No, I want to see the whole picture. Trying to pull this up so you guys can see it. They did make a big Reich hummingbird, and it's stop sharing, and let's share this one. These controls aren't working the way I want. No XL hummingbird. No, they did. I see. I'm just trying to get the screen to come up, and it's not wanting to work with me. Reich hummingbird. So they did make the Hummingbird Plus. And to tell you the truth, I don't like it. I don't like that. A big bird. Red carbon fiber, blue carbon fiber. I don't like it. It's not everything looks better full scale. You know what I mean? Okay. Case in point, I love Elliot's Archbishop. The Farron Forge Archbishop. I do not like the mini Archbishop. And you would think, as much as I love the actual Archbishop, that I would just love the mini Archbishop. And I don't. It doesn't translate the same. It doesn't look the same. It just kind of is different. 2 questions. Do you have any advice on where to buy a Benchmade OTF if you were a civilian? 2, Benchmade or Spyderco? I only ask because I'm a fanboy of both. Okay, so let me answer the second question first. Neither, because I don't like Benchmade or Spyderco. I think they overcharge you and they underdeliver. And 2, don't get one of the Benchmade OTFs. They're not great. The Benchmade OTFs, so much slop. The action is weak at best. The second they get a little bit of anything down in them, they don't operate. And then you got to take the whole thing apart and clean it. And if you've ever seen inside of one, there's it looks like there's 20 little leaf springs and shit in there. And if you get one of them out of position, you're screwed. So I just don't recommend the Benchmade OTFs. They look great. They seem kind of cool. But the fact is, they just aren't good OTFs. They really, really aren't. Have I tried out Axial Gear? I have not. I reached out to them to see if they wanted to send some stuff out so that I get a look at one. And I have not gotten them to Roger up to that. They said that they're pretty much full up. I need to get one. Cole had one. I need to get one on the channel. They look nice. And then I've got to reach out to the other guy. I can't think of the name of the company that I talked to at Blade Show West. Yeah, Blade Show West that does the OTFs. I need to go hold of one of them and have him send me one. What is this? Gail and Kayla Johnson, or Jean and Kayla Johnson. Hello. I got a $110 and tell me that's not the sharpest knife out of box. It's not. It's not. I'm not gonna lie to you. The $110 is sharp. I'm not gonna lie to you. $110 out of box, stupid sharp. Not as sharp as this was. I don't know what kind of edge this is. It's super thin. It's super slicey. I don't know what they used to do it. This was way sharper than I've had several $110s. This is hands down the sharpest knife out of box in a very long time. Josiah. Don't know, Spitfire, the whole knife frame is the lock and your hand is the extra lock. I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, I thought you were being serious. See, this is, I get a lot of comments and they're rolling up really fast. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're the one that said it's not the sharp. It is not. It definitely isn't. Let's see here. I like the switch on the face of the knife instead of the side, but I would stay with Microtech for that much money. The Microtechs are way better than the Benchmades. The Benchmades are attractive. Don't get me wrong. I can't even think of the name of them. They have a large one, a small one. And they're both attractive looking knives. And the blade shape is cool, but they're chisel ground and it's not a really easily maintainable chisel. And then on top of that, they're just, the action on them is just so soft and weak. Are you selling me that Ozark? Are you telling me that Ozark Trail isn't the sharpest knife? No, it's not. Mike, what you said about up-down scaling a knife, I'm wondering if about the mini Arius, because the Arius is one of my favorite knives. I like the Arius. I just can't carry one because the way the handle is shaped, I can't, like, it feels like I'm getting forced down into it. I told the folks at Koenig that as well. Infidel, there you go. That's the one I was thinking of. I told him I would love to have one that would fit my hand the way I want, but I just can't get a hold of that. But I love the blade and it cuts so well. It's just the handle. It just feels like I'm cramped up in, like my fingers are on top of each other. It's just, I've never gotten behind it. And yeah, like Brian was saying, the Infidel, that's the name of that Benchmade OTF. So favorite Benchmade is the 51. But yeah, see, Polly's calling me all kinds of bad names. And then he's saying bad things about other people. And I'm pretty sure he said something bad about my wife and my mother and my entire family line. I have a Katana and I forgot about it. It did not make my full video. That's another company that gets forgot about. I have a Makusta Katana. Actually, I have a Bushido Katana, the one that is the actual hand-hammered Damascus. Like, it's a hand-hammered Damascus, but it's my daughter's, and it's got, I'm not gonna lie, it's got like purple scales, like neon purple, electric purple scales. But yeah, the Makusta Katana. That's not nice. Why would, okay, no offense, why would you buy anything from the bird puke when they, oh, are we talking about, I don't know what we're talking about, bird puke. Are we talking about Benchmade? Bro, let us see what, I don't know. I don't think that Benchmade makes the sharpest knife out of box. Bro, let us see what. What are we talking about? Oh, the Makusta Katana, it's all the way upstairs in my kid's room. It's in her drawer with all her other stuff, if that's what you're talking about. I'll get it out. It's upstairs. It's a good looking knife, except the handles are like a neon purple. No way Smith & Wesson is garbage. I think he was joking. It's become a running gag that I'll say something about a knife and then everyone will go and pull up other knives. I have got to get my hair cut. I'm not going upstairs to get it. I don't even know which drawer it's in. I think it's in the drawer in her closet, which means I got to like move the dresser and stuff. I'll have it for a video. I'll try to have it out for a video on Wednesday. The budget guy called, that's called marketing. You could say the same thing about any integral frame lock. I don't like titanium integral knives at all. Anyway, that TS 195 was okay, but still, it's just, what do I suggest for a knife for your daughter's birthday, for her 11th birthday? Is it her first knife? Always, you gotta go with a Swiss Army knife. Get her a nice little Swiss Army knife with a pair of scissors and screwdriver and stuff, and basically it can be like a pocket multi-tool for her. That's like that was my daughter's first knife. My daughter's first knife was a Swiss Army knife. She still has it. She has 2 of them, and her second knife was a knife, really nice knife that you guys have seen it. It's that Morgan Custom. It was a gift from a subscriber. So yeah, that's what she needs. Guys, I've been carrying this a lot as well. So this has been spending a lot of time in pocket. This is that Artisan Sirius by Ray Laconico. This is a really, really nice knife. It's it's not just that I like Ray's designs. This thing is really well balanced in hand. It looks kind of plain Jane, but like the handle and everything tapers just about right to where it's just really well balanced in the hand. Get her an FFKW. My daughter has an FFKW. Her third knife was a Ferrum Forge NTAC. That was my father's. That was basically her third knife. She actually has one. The only problem with Ferrum Forge knives, as much as I love them, a lot of them were really, really thick behind the edge. Like you had to lay that angle way back to account for how thick it was for it to give you a good cutting experience. Was this? I didn't buy the knife. I know nothing about it except the fact I've been throwing the thing at wooden targets and it ain't broke yet. I don't know which knife you guys are talking about. What do I think about Microtex? That doesn't make it as strong as a Triad. I don't. What's the budget? I don't know what knife you guys are talking about. What do I think about Microtech? I like Microtech. I have several Microtechs. I have 3 Microtechs now, but at one point I had 5 or 6 Microtechs, and they come in for sharpening, and they're all really good. I have not gotten to see the SOCOM Bravo yet, the one that they outsourced. I'm curious about that. I would like to see it. I just don't know anyone that has one. I mean, their knives are typically really, they had a period of time where there was some issues, but I haven't had a bad Microtech. So Microtech is pretty good. Microtech's a pretty good bet. And the fact is, I like the folks that work there. I know that Tony is a weirdo and people are like, oh my God, Tony Marfion's nut and this and that, but I've never had a bad experience talking with Tony. I really haven't. Like, I enjoy talking to Tony every time. He's so passionate about what he's doing that it comes off a little crazy. I get that. I've been known to do that myself. So, let me see here. Who won the giveaway? No one yet. We're doing it at the hour mark because it's for the paying members only. This is that, like, I give away stuff every month to paying members. This is the monthly. So if you guys want to join a membership to get in to becoming a paying member right now, you have a 1 in 46 chance of winning the knife that I'm giving away tonight. The money's you know what, that money clip Microtech is weird, but I don't know why. When I've handled them, I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. I kind of dig this. But then I look at it again. I was like, that's dumb. But then I pick it up and I'm like, God, it's kind of fun. I don't know. Would I buy one? I don't think so. I don't think I would. What's up, Samurai Warrior? I just is that the EXO set? Is that the one we're talking about, which is the money clip looking one? I don't need any more knives, really. I honestly don't. They come in and out for stuff. Jared just sent me a new box of stuff. See, you know what? See, okay, we gotta be quiet. We're gonna wind up having Brant here. Brant will show up because you mentioned a hinderer, and I've got one in the house. So I mean, I think it's pretty much just a given that Brant's gonna wind up showing up because you mentioned it, and I have a hinderer here in for sharpening. Who won the giveaway? No one yet. I like to push the giveaway off towards the end, about the middle. That way everyone has time to come in. And like I said, it's for the paying members. So if you want to get in on a membership, you are still eligible. Even if you join tonight on a monthly membership, it gets you in for the membership. And I'm giving away a fun knife. We'll look at it here in a little bit. Stick around. It'll be fun. Sometimes I do some on the fly giveaways. Quixie's here. Quixie, I got to ask, what's up with that? Because it reminds me of like a South African god, I think is what I'm thinking about. And I'm not sure if that's what it is, like a Mayan god or something. Like, hey, Cole's here. Cole, you're welcome to hop in if you want. Just let me know and I'll send you a link. So, custom EDC knives, new member. Okay, let me be clear. I'm sorry, I should have clarified that. Baseline and premium tier members. I'm sorry. It's in the thing. The only people are eligible. Just looking only gets early access to videos. I'm sorry, I should have clarified that. I just thought of it as I saw you do that. But new member. Hell, you know what? It's Christmas, New Year's. We'll make everybody eligible. This time, all the paying members are eligible, even though the just looking usually don't get eligible. So we'll just give it to everyone. Why not? It's Christmas, New Year's. Let's just do it that way. That way, everybody's eligible. 940. Oh, you must have been friends. You must be friends with Zach. Zach. 940. I've never seen anyone that had that many 940s. I like mine. I don't carry it as often as I should, but I don't, yeah, just so you guys know, typically I'll just do this because it's Christmas and I didn't mention it. Giveaways are reserved for the premium and baseline tiers, which is the top 2 tiers. But yeah, I mean, so get her a Mora. That way you can figure out if she likes knives. Plus you can craft with her. It's not from my 11-year-old daughter. My daughter has a ton of knives and I have Moras and she uses them and stuff. So I have an entire box of fixed blade knives in this garage. Oh, giveaway hype. Sorry. That's fun. The cat has been in and out, but does not like it when the wife's not here. That cat will not stay in the house with the wife not here. Like he completely has abandoned me and the dog. Like the dog gets all excited. The cat comes in for a little bit. He walks around, he sniffs around, doesn't see my wife, and then bounces. Ugh. Your ancient deity. That's okay. So I'm still looking. Quixie didn't answer my question. Quixotalus, I don't think. Yeah, he didn't answer my question, which was, let's see here. Just gave my girlfriend a Mora. She was super excited to have stuff like me. I think Mora is like one of the most perfect fixed blade knives ever. Like, is it like my best knife ever? No, but I think if it was going to come down to something that I had to pick as an overall like that's going to be the knife that I would have for the rest of my life. It's going to be a Mora companion in carbon steel. And I don't mean like that's the only knife I ever have, like you can't ever get another one. I'm saying like because at $16 I can repurchase. If I was told that I could only ever purchase one more knife for the rest of my life, but I could get replacements if it broke, if it wore out, something like that, if it was lost, I would have to say it was be a Mora, because there's not much you can't do with one of those Moras. They're super comfortable. They cut really well, meat, anything you want to do with it. It's great for bushcraft. It's got a nice thick spine. I mean, they're just a great knife. You can't go wrong with a Mora. I think Polly's mad because I put him in timeout. And he has, I got a string of profanities, and then he called me a bundle of sticks. I just dropped a knife on the floor. What was this? What did I miss? 4 months. Oh, you hit your 4-month milestone. Like I said, I can't see those. Congratulations. I can't even see that you guys have gotten the new, because if you see right there where you guys would see the cross swords and stuff, I only see just like an S. So she was excited because Pink, I got her a Desert Word Kalashnikov. She said, because my state doesn't like autos. She was sad because my state doesn't like autos. Scott T, I have a few Moras in tackle boxes for cut bait and other stuff. Great knives. They are, and they're so sharp. Mine did not come super sharp, but I mean, once I was going to take the edge that it had on it off anyway and do it myself. So she's also happy because I already got that. All right. He wants that knife that he said he didn't want. No, he does not. Stacy, you were already a member. What happened, Stacy? What has occurred, Stacy, that you're a new member? I'm going to have to go. Let me check channel monetization, see what's going on here, and refresh that. Let's see here. Sorry, guys, I'm playing around with this here. It's showing me. Okay, there we go. Custom EDC Knives base premium member. Oh, so you get access to the sharpening tutorial series, and then we got Stacy bolster blades. I think upgraded. There we go. That's what it was. Okay, so that's easy. You can tell I'm missing my girls. Really? I have the garage all myself, watching the news, eat whatever I want, eating my wife's strawberry ice cream candy bar things that she's got in the freezer. She's not here. I went to the ice cream truck today and got whatever I wanted. My wife wasn't yelling at me about the fact that the ice cream truck, even though she was the first one to stop the ice cream truck, because you guys were talking about a cultural difference. Here's a funny cultural difference. My wife didn't know what an ice cream truck was. And so I was out here one day, and it was a warm day, and I had the garage door open, and I had this door open, and she was standing in the kitchen. She's like, "What is that music?" And I was like, "It's the ice cream truck." She's like, "What?" I was like, "Ice cream truck. They come by and they sell ice cream." She's like, "There's a truck that sells ice cream like to you at your door?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Where's my wallet? Why didn't you tell me about this?" And I was like, "I thought you knew. I thought you knew what an ice cream truck was. I didn't know." Matthew Clay, where can you buy a used Chris Reeves? It all depends. Like, there's a lot of people that are selling Chris Reeves knives. You can find them on Reddit. There's a knife trade on Reddit. You can find them sometimes just on Instagram if you're just looking and things like that. So it's just, it just depends. There's a lot of good places to find it. Don't try to get them on eBay. I don't trust that you get them on eBay. My wife is from Japan. I was stationed in Japan for 13 years. I met my wife while we were there, and we got married 20. This year will be 20 years. I don't buy, as much as I like Tim and Ann and Nat, everybody over at Reeves Knives, I don't buy anything directly from their website. I never have. I go through knifeart, knifeart.com, I think. That's where I've gotten my last 2 Sebenzas. So I've owned 3, and the last 2, I don't remember where I got the first one. I think I bought the first one from a guy, like secondhand, like face-to-face, pocket-to-pocket transfer. I think I gave him like $200, and that was one of the old ones in BG42. They were called they're called classics now, but they were crazy. How can you win a Microtech? Find a channel that's giving away a Microtech, because that won't happen here. Hell, I don't even give away. Sometimes I don't even give away the stuff that comes in that I thought I was going to give away, like this one. I figured that this was going to wind up being a giveaway. It might wind up being a giveaway to you guys. I have taken pretty good care of it. It just needs a sharpening. I really like this. There you go. See, Chris is selling a Sebenza and an Umnumzong. You think you might be over wanting a CRKT? Maybe. I thought I was too. And I had somebody offer me some money, and I sold it and then immediately regretted selling it. I was not happy with my decision to sell it and bought another one. I can't remember what happened to the first one. I think I wound up like upgrading to the newer ones in BG40. I can't remember what the steel was in. I had one that was a really old one. So EDC Oz said the same thing, had a few gears, and I ordered it the same day I said that. Oh, Quixie, what does your name mean? I don't know if you answered that question up there, but I definitely didn't see it. No Microtechs. I don't know anyone that's given away Microtechs. Microtechs usually don't get given away that often. This is a small Sebenza that's all modded. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, this looks so like simple and plain, but this thing is fucking great. I'm not kidding. If this had come in before I had made my decision, I was like, I don't want to do another video about Knife of the Year 2020. I didn't want it to be like the last part of the part of the year. I was like, hands down, it's that Hinder flipperless, with the thumb stud operator only. And then this showed up, and I was like, bro, if this had come in before I made that video, this would have beat it. This really would have beat it. Snake Deity, that's what I thought, but like, I couldn't remember. I was just watching a show about the Polly's upset. Let Polly get upset. He's a grown man. Sort of, kind of, a little. Okay. There we go. That's our answer. It's not the South American winged serpent god of the Mayans. Pocket Knife Review, how are you? Aiden Miguel is here. Aiden's always here. Aiden never misses my video. Like, he's the welcoming committee. He's like, oh, come on in, have a drink. He just welcomes everybody as they come in. I don't. Polly Pocket. I think it's Polly. So I'm gonna start calling him. It's like calling him Polly. Yes, that's what it is. I just can't ever, like, I can't. I'm dyslexic. You know what that looks like to me? Like boggle. That's what it looks like. Is Shane here? That is Shane. Shane, is this your new channel name? You're not late. No one's ever late. You guys don't ever have to apologize for showing up at the 40-minute mark. Just thanks for showing up. I'm just happy you're here. I don't care if it's late, early. Kukul Khan. Hey, Shane. Shane, no one showed up. No one registered up to do my my New Year's Eve live feed except for Cole over at Tri-State EDC. So we were live for like 4 hours, just me and Cole. It was hilarious. If you didn't watch it, you should have. So once again, guys, like I said, if you wanted, yeah, that one, like he said, I just can't spell it. I'm dyslexic. I'm dyslexic and from Southeast Ohio. I lived in the foothills of the mountains. They didn't teach us how to spell shit. They're like, how's it spelled? It's close enough. Ain't nobody out here can read it anyway. But like I said, you guys have about 10 minutes if you want to get in on a premium baseline tier membership to get entered into, well, I mean, for this one specifically, for this knife, I'm going to allow all 46 people as opposed to just the premium and baseline tiers. So the just looking guys are eligible for this. But this is the CJRB Celax. This knife's a lot of fun because it is a lot like, I mean, it cuts the difference. It cuts that, bridges that gap between a kitchen knife for the field and an actual field knife. It's thick enough and sturdy enough. You can baton with it. You can do some cutting with it. You can make your background appear in the blade. You can make it completely disappear like that, hidden blade. But it's, this is a really, really nice knife, cuts really well, and it does work in the kitchen as well. So if you guys want to get in on a membership tonight, I will still allow you a few minutes. There's like 7 minutes before I do the giveaway. That's never even been used. That's new in box because I had 2 of them. So thanks to Artisan Cutlery for sending this so that we can, Artisan and CJRB send me stuff a lot. What is this? I watched a teaching on that again a couple nights ago, serpent mounds, all the Aztec stuff. I'm just trying to I couldn't figure out the path of the stars if you taught me how to do it, gave me a compass, gave me everything you would ever need and a calculator, and I still couldn't do it. And they did it with like sticks and dirt and shit. I couldn't find Shane's channel. Shane's channel is weird to find. We were talking about that the other night. Yeah, there's a good chance about that, Shane. Are we talking about the other night? Are we speaking of the other night when I was live with Cole? Because there's a real good chance of that. Guys, don't forget, I have a big giveaway plan for when we had 100 paying members. We're at 46, 47, maybe 48 now because a couple people joined tonight. We get to 100. I'm giving away 4 separate items to 4 separate people, including a couple of my shirts. Oh, shit, that's right. I still have to send John over at Grateful Panic. I have to send him one of my shirts. I got to get with John. Has anyone talked to John lately? I haven't seen John live in a while. Last time I saw him try to go live was the night of the 24, the morning after the 24-hour knife rights thing, and he was having audio problems. Has anyone talked with good old brother John for a while? Thanks, you're subscribed now. Subscribed or paying member. I don't know what's going on. Oh, subscribe to Shane. I'm sorry, not me. What are we talking about here? Chichen Itza wanted to bring one back. Brian. I talked to him on IG here and there. Just know he's staying busy with work. I know, and I'm trying to do this. Yeah, that's why I figured you're. Okay. See, there was crazy short boxer shorts, sweatshirts, crop tops, shower curtains, floor mats, towels, coffee cups, clocks, and hats. All available on my merch store before it got converted over to just shirts. No one bought any of that stuff, but everybody's like, oh, I'd buy this. I want a cup. How do I get a Crazy Sharp cup? And I was like, I sold them for almost a year. No one bought them. I bought the only Crazy Sharp coffee cup that's out there. The only one. I own the only Crazy Sharp coffee cup. That's why I get upset about the merch stuff. And it's not you guys' fault. It's just one of those things. Like, not that I put a lot of work into it, but there were people that put a lot of work into it, and everybody said that there was stuff they wanted, and then no one bought it. And I get upset because I know that the people involved at Ember Shirt Co., I know that they've spent time and they've worked on those designs and they've done those things and basically have spent capital and time to build those things. And then people just don't buy it. I mean, there's been a lot more people buy the shirts than there have been lately, but I'm not upset because you guys aren't buying them just because I'm not making money. I'm upset because my friends put a lot of work into it and then there was no return on investment. So I'm hesitant to try and get new designs and things. I find that hard to believe. What? That there was cups and no, I've got pictures of it. I have a video of me and Matthew Clay. I thought you already did join. Or did you upgrade? Doesn't matter. We'll do it anyway. I hitting the bell. That's just fucking. I get it real close to talking with Jared the other day, and he was like, "I don't know, your audio is kind of fucking quiet." And I was like, I don't know. Can you hear this? I rang the bell because you guys donated. All right, I got 4 minutes before I do the giveaway. I think everyone needs one of these. I love this knife so much. The problem is I don't carry it, and I've been thinking about actually. I think about it, and then I'm like, no, I can't. I could not get rid of this. I could not get rid of this knife because I love it. It is so good. It's one of those ones I don't think I can get rid of that. Oh, no. That's not what I was getting at. Like I said, I don't want you guys to misunderstand it. I just feel bad that Justin spent so much time and effort to make those designs and translate my logo into actual merchandise. And the fact was, I had the stuff that was on full30.com. And the fact is that stuff, the coffee cups came out great, but the sweatshirts and t-shirts, they just didn't last. The all of the stuff that they had, they wanted to put Full30 on everything. And then the channel logo as an afterthought. And I'm like, Spidey flick, like that. You Spidey flick this thing. This thing's a beast too. Like put that in perspective. Why don't you put that in perspective? That is a Corona bottle. Oh, see, Gregor, see, I don't see. Where's it blocked at? I don't know what that was. You still have the Microtech DOC? Yeah, I had it out. It's in a video that goes up. It's in a video that went up today. You didn't watch today's video, did you? Did not. I just blocked him. How is this popping back up? I literally just blocked this guy. Oh, okay. It was I used it as a size comparison for the that TS305, the big carbon fiber handle one that I had. All right, guys. So we are at. I don't think there's a chance for more alibi rounds. We're gonna do the giveaway. No, it's those been waiting for you just broke it a moment. I was like, if you get a membership, you've got a 1 in 48 chance. That Artisan, where'd I put it? My Mastiff. It is the Mastiff, as in the dog. It is the Mastiff. This is a great knife. I should send this to Cole. I should send this to Cole and let Cole play around with it a while. This thing, and you know what? Surprisingly, not as heavy as you would expect. Drop shut. I mean, it has some serious drop shut action, man. It's great. So These didn't sell as well as I would have thought, but they are really, really well done, and they are gorgeous. Gorgeous. The finish on them is great. And it's S35VN Colt, or Artisan's S35VN is really good. It is really good. They do a good job on their heat treat and everything. I'm not gonna lie, I've had zero complaints really about any of the steel or anything that I've dealt with from Artisan on any of the knives that I've had made, any of the knives anyone sent me, any of that stuff. Their knives are always well done. They might not be the best knives out there, but you can see like here's an Artisan that was done more along budget lines because it's like 129. This is like 230, and you can feel this is like 250 actually. I'm sorry. This is like this showcases how good their knives can be, but a lot of people don't want to pay that much for those. They are really nice. Some of their higher end stuff, really, really good. This, I would put this up against $500-600 knives. I'm not gonna lie, but the fact is, something happens to this, there's not like a lifetime warranty on this. It's like, hey, we'll see what we can do, but like if like your stop pin gets out of spec and you get some blade play, you're pretty much stuck with it because it's not a $600,000-800,000 knife. So it's definitely worth $250. And I would put, like I said, I would put it up against, you have the dual detent with layered G10 Damascus. Are you talking about that Dylan Mallory? I can't think of the name of it. I know the one you're talking about. It's the double detent with the pin. The Archeo. That's what it was. Let's go ahead. I'll tell you what, guys. Let's go ahead and pick this winner. They don't have to be present to win. You have to be a member. Typically, it's baseline and premium tier members only that are eligible. But today, because it was Christmas, I'm feeling generous. I'm going to allow everyone. So even if you're a baseline, or just looking, you get entered. So here's how this typically works. What I do is I pull up I'll show you. We're going to pull up a random number generator. A random number generator right here. And we're going to set we'll go to the page and we'll look at how many total members there are. And we're going to pick a number. I usually generate it twice. So the first number doesn't count. I just like to make sure that it's randomized and that everybody sees that I'm actually picking. So the second number we pick will be the one, and then we count from the very top down. That's the way I've always done it. That's the way it's fair. So if you are if you are number 1, that means you are the newest person that just joined. And if you're number like 48, that means you're Metal Man Sean, and he gets disqualified because he just won the last one. So typically I don't allow people to win twice in a row. So if it happens to be Metal Man Sean, we will draw a third time. 1's the randomization, 2's the winner. If he wins, it goes back to, we pick a third number for someone. So let's go ahead and we will pull up. I'm going to stop that screen. Stop that screen. And I'm going to show you, let me see here. See all. Right now, there are 47 people total. Custom EDC Knives was the newest one to join. So let's go ahead and you guys can see that. Let me share that so you guys can see. Screen share so you can see who all is in here. Channel monetization, share. And then you guys can see here. So what'll happen is I'll pick a number. We count from the top, work our way down to the bottom, wherever we're at. As you can see, Metal Man Sean, the longest paying member, 20 months, my first paying member, followed shortly by, I want to say, Alex, but Alex had to fall out for a little bit. So there, we got 47 total people. As you can see, we are going to, unless you're Beardo, and then Beardo wins. Beardo won. How many times Beardo won now? What, 3? Okay, so let's stop sharing this. Random number picker. Well, I should probably share this. Let me share this before I up and do it. Share screen. Chrome tab. Random number picker. And as you guys can see, I set that for 47. because everyone's eligible this time. I'm going to generate it once. I'm going to generate it twice. Number 27. So I know that we have a winner. So 27, we're going to count from the top down. 27, 27, 27. We're going to add share screen. We're going to count together from the top down. Share screen. Chrome tab. Channel monetization. I said 27, right? So we're going to go to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jason Straub with 19 subscribers. You guys should go follow Jason's channel right there. Jason Straub won. So, Jason Straub, you won. Reach out to me via email or the phone number that's in the description below with the knife stuff. Keep in mind, guys, if you are a paying member, $20 per knife regardless. So typically these are $40 to $45 for me to sharpen one of these. For paying members, it's 20. Higher end steels sometimes cost more, 25, 35 bucks. For you guys, 20. Since I locked in the price for everyone, I locked in a price for everyone all the way up to 10,000 grit for knives at $25. You guys get a $5 discount. However, everyone else has to pay the upgraded charge for Tontos, recurves, things like that raise the price because they're difficult and things to, yeah, but you're not going to pay me $25. I know how much your knives cost, budget knife guy. But typically, like, you're going to send me like $1,000 knife like this with a double edge and a recurve, and you're paying like 35, 45 bucks because they're difficult. And I cut myself every time I do one. But the fact is, they come out great. And I mean, John Grimsmo recommends me to people for sharpening. So, you know, if you were going to send this to me and not be a paying member, between $35 and $45, easy. As paying member, if I don't have to as long as I don't have to do a chip repair and fix that forward leading edge, I think we can close this. As long as I don't have to repair that forward leading edge to get that beautiful edge on it like that and marry those points up, then it doesn't cost you any additional. So it's just, I mean, like the guys that, so like I said, this is how I make money. This is my job right now. I can't go to work because of the COOF pandemic. And that's why I'm really adamant about keeping the comment section, like all the stuff that I don't want in it. That's YouTube's hot words, like all the political stuff. I don't want that here. First of all, you get enough of it on a daily basis. Don't need it here. This is a place to come and decompress and just have fun and do goofy shit. I didn't check my phone to see if Cole wanted to come on, but I don't even know where my phone went now. There it is. So I guess Cole doesn't want to come on. He did not Roger back up. So anybody get anything cool for Christmas as far as knives? Like I said, I mean, I got one. I'm so confused why everyone's congratulating Jason. Well, because he won. Jason Straub won. I mean, why wouldn't I everyone congratulate him? It's just that kind of community. Like Jared and I could easily, we did have fun. I mean, Jared could easily be like, I'm not going to fucking help his channel. Like, why would I want his channel to do well? But the fact is, yeah, James. Oh, not Jason. James won. James Straub. Would I sharpen a 27-inch sword? No. I used to sharpen swords when I was taking martial arts. I went to a Kenjutsu dojo up north of here, and I had other students, and I would sharpen their knives, but their swords. And you don't sharpen a sword, you reshape and polish it. And the fact was, it was a freaking nightmare. And you would get done and it would take you days. And by the time you got done, your hands just didn't work. And it was miserable. And like, even at $700-800 to polish a sword, by the time you looked at what you had into it for the stones and supplies and how much you were using and all that stuff, you really just weren't making any money. Like I was like, I don't make any money at this. And so I stopped offering it. But yeah, I would charge like $600-700 to do like a Japanese traditional sword and do it in I could do it. I could apex it and get the full convex apple seed, just like I do when I sharpen a knife. Purple Heart Barbecue. I didn't put you in prison. You were gone for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You had a 5-minute timeout, and then you called me a bundle of sticks and told me that said bad things about Ben. So you missed, Polly, but it's not like you were eligible for it or anything. James Straub. You got yourself a Master Blaster. I saw that. I'm curious. I was going to ask you, who'd you get that one from? Did you get that one from somebody I know? Because it looked familiar. But then again, there were a bunch of those ones. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey, Polly, this is Shane. He changed his channel name. So, no, I had to. Here's the thing. I had to, because all he was going to do was just incite that dude to continue. And I'm like, I can't have it. So I put him in timeout and blocked the other dude. So that was the whole point. It was because I didn't want to have to block both of them. What's this? I've got a Chinese-made katanas from Leaf Spring Steel. I bet it would take 3 times what they're worth in labor to put a decent polish on them. Yeah, I mean, I have custom-made ones, and I have so I have some custom-made ones that I used when I took martial arts, and I have one that's a 400+ year one that my father-in-law got me, and I can't remember what the maker is. I'm going to have to take the handle off of it again and look it up and all that. But it's an actual battle carried, combat carried katana from like 450 years ago. So that's here at the house. And that was a gift from I took martial arts, Polly. I took martial arts and I married a woman that didn't weigh 600 pounds. I like to Polly and I pick on each other back and forth, but Polly's ex-wife was fat. That's why Polly's skinny. She wouldn't let him have any food. But at any rate, so I had those ones made when I took you don't have to be real physically fit to use a sword, Polly. It's not like in the movies. There's usually only 2 cuts. It's like 1 through and a follow-up. Back when I was young and in shape and shit, before my wife beat my soul into compliance, sometimes I talk with my wife and it's just like, sometimes it just feels like she pulled my soul out of my rectum and then folded it and shoved it back in sideways. That's what it feels like sometimes. I love her. And I mean, it's a good thing that I have her in my life, but sometimes she's screw you. Screw you. Dude, have you seen, okay. See, Polly's got me on a tangent. Have you guys seen that Spec Ops Sniper movie that Steven Seagal was? I think Polly and I were talking about this the other day. I think that's the movie we were talking about. So like, he doesn't even move. Like, he's so fat and out of shape and stuff. Like, the dude doesn't even move. Like, he just is pretty much like, he doesn't even move during the movie. I love Polly. He's a good dude. I let him have some leeway because, well, he's had his brain scrambled when he was in the Army because, well, Purple Heart. He ducked too late. DUK 2L8. Ducked too late. So I let Polly get away with a lot of shit that most people would not. Polly says some shit that most people would be losing teeth for. Like there's, yeah, that's you. I got the beard. I don't have the moo-moo. I should start wearing a moo-moo. Would you like that, Polly? Purple Heart Barbecue. Mike took a woman's self-defense course from Groupon. When anytime Polly's in here, it's a lot of fun. Anyway, back to knives. So we were talking about anybody get any cool knives for Christmas? Caveat that they did not buy for themselves. Did someone else buy them a knife for Christmas? I'm just out of curiosity because I know a lot of people got knives for Christmas, but I'm just curious if they got knives that they didn't buy for themselves. I mean, I got one and I was really surprised. How do you say hooker in Japanese? I honestly don't know how you say hooker. I know how you say like a slut. Sometimes it's like Japanese is weird. There's like that word means the same thing both ways, but like it depends on the context of the sentence, but it's yarima. So yarima is like a woman of ill repute, a slut or a prostitute. So, I mean, there's other words that you use with it that would dictate whether you're just talking about a chick that like leaves the bar with a different dude every night, but doesn't get paid for it, or a chick that is like in a building and you go up and you're like $20 and make you holler kind of thing. It's a little different. Mini 9, but that's not for. Your kid got it. Hawaii Knife and Gear gave you a Koa scaled SAX. The Koa scales always look nice. I'm hearing something out there. Sorry. You got a Spyderco Tenacious for Shane for Christmas. Oh, that's cool, dude. Not me. It's a cultural thing. My wife for giving a knife is bad luck. The relationship will be so. Okay, so that's another thing that I want to talk about. So there are, I think, Greek and Italian families, like you can't give someone a knife as a gift. Like there has to be a transaction. So if someone gives you a knife as a gift, you have to give them like a penny. So like if somebody gives you a knife for Christmas, you have to like give them back a penny or it's going to sever the relationship. So I do know that, but I'm like, that's a weird cultural thing. And I think you have to give a coin. Exactly. You have to give a coin. See, now is that Italian, Greek or something like that? I can't remember what it is. It's a European thing. Like I said, Eric and I have had no problems with this, and I've had knives as gifts from some of my best friends, and it's like it never has hurt the relationship. So I don't put a lot of stock in it, but like if somebody's Vietnamese, well, that had to have come from the French then. Okay, so there's a lot of, if you go to Vietnam, there is a lot of French influence because the French owned Vietnam for years. This guy was absolutely not Vietnamese that I got this from. I think he was like either Greek or Italian or French, somewhere in that region. So, but like I'll take a knife as a gift. I'll take a knife as a gift any day of the freaking week. Yeah, I bet from the French. Yeah. Jesus, Polly, you're an idiot. Polly, do you hear the things? You hear the things that come out of your mouth? Or you just your brain just kind of drift in and out? What knife was in that movie? What movie? Are you talking to one where he takes that? It's like a Spyderco. It's like a Spyderco Civilian or a Spyderco Karambit of some sort when he pops the dude's gut open. I can't remember. It was a Spyderco, if I remember correctly. I do believe it was a Spyderco Karambit looking thing. This one? This is the Eric Oakes Offspree EDX. This was a gift from him to me for Christmas. It was Hannibal, and he had a Spyderco, and he's talking about the one where he puts the dude in the chair and he cuts his belly open and flips him off the thing, and when the chair hits the end of the cable cord, his guts all fall out. That was Hannibal, and that was a Spyderco of some sort that he was carrying. I can't remember exactly what one. No, the one where he had to survive in the wilderness. Oh, the one where his like wife and her. I will figure it out. I'll DM it to you. And Kill the Bear. I know what one you're talking about now. Where like he was out there with his wife and her lover, and they plotted to kill him, and they got him the knife for his birthday. I cannot remember. One, I can't remember the name of the movie, and two, I can't remember the name of the knife. But I'll get back to you. I'll DM it to you later. It is a good movie. You know what movie I have not seen yet? I have not seen The Revenant. And the reason I have not seen it, even though I know everybody tells me it's such a good movie, I haven't finished the book. And I started the book and I was like almost 3/4 of the way done, and it got misplaced somewhere in the move. I did survive Vietnam. I didn't even catch. I went to Vietnam on vacation with a dude that I worked with. That's where his ex-wife was from. We went to her hometown. I can't remember the name of the city, but like we stayed on a floating hotel where like the boats would come up and bring you food. So your rooms were like an upstairs and downstairs. Downstairs was like an open air living room thing with a walkway, and you would catch boats, the water taxis, to go wherever you're going. But there was a bar in the hotel, and you had an upstairs that was like your bedrooms, and then downstairs was like a little living room, and then it was right on the deck, and these boats would pull up and they would cook pho for you in the morning, noodles and the meat and all the vegetables. I would cook that for you in the morning, or rice or whatever you wanted. And then you go back in, clean up, and then go out and hit a taxi boat and go in town for the day. But like we went all over the town. I didn't even catch the clap. I hadn't met my wife yet. I think it was a year before I met my wife. But like I had a blast. I'm not gonna lie. I had one of the best times. I never was hungry that entire time. You can't go hungry in Vietnam. You can't. Like you're walking down the street, there is literally food everywhere. You know where else is like that? India. Like walking down the street, you can't go 10 feet without seeing some cart of street food that somebody's cooking, and it's all great. So Tom, here's how it works. Thank you for your service. I'm a Navy vet, so thank you for service. Most of my really good friends are Marines, and then I got Polly's, my weird Army buddy. So here's how it works. I do a monthly giveaway for the paying members. I just do it in a live format so that other people can see what we're giving away and stuff like that. Polly is so full of shit. The paying members, usually it's the baseline and premium tier members. I already did the giveaway. It was James Straub. So it's just usually a members giveaway. I just do it live on here, and we talk about a bunch of other stuff while we're doing it. So Polly's a dick, just to give you a heads up, Tom. But welcome to live feed. We talk about all kinds of weird stuff. Anybody else get a knife for a Christmas gift? I didn't get. I think this is the only thing I got for Christmas. Oh no, that's not true. I got myself a copy of Something Wicked This Way Comes, the Ray Bradbury, based on a Ray Bradbury book. Here's something dangerous. This pin smells and tastes like Flintstone's chewable vitamins. Who's Carlos? If you don't know who Carlos Hathcock is, you need to go. I'm trying to think. There's a guy that I talked to at a knife show, and I'm trying to think of his name, that was friends with Carlos, but from the competition, like the competition shoots after he retired. And I'm wanting to say it was Larry. You guys know Larry? that I've had in the videos, smaller guy, bald head. Larry actually was, Larry was a firearms instructor, law enforcement firearms instructor, and he knew Carlos, but Larry's old too. So, I mean, not like super old, not like being a mean, but Larry's older. He's definitely older than me. So Murky, where's Murky? I thought Murky was gone. You're always late. Was it the little? Are you talking about the Lyle? Huh? What, you want to go in? Hang on a second. I gotta let the dog in the house. Oh. Go in if you want. I don't know what do you want? I'm not coming in. The dog stays out here and then she gets antsy and wants to go back in the house. Are you talking about the Lyle? What are we doing here? Matthew Clay, I'm a shitty plumber, by the way. What are you talking about? I fucking hate you, Dave. I hate you. I've never fucking said anything that I didn't actually fucking do. Purple Heart. What are we talking about? Tom, send us your DD214. Oh, I see. I got you. You don't have to send us your... Damn, I got a prison pen pal. Probably if you were in prison, they would pass you around like a party favor. You'd be the belle of the fucking ball. So guys, Jared sent me a whole box of knives. I did an unboxing video. You're not in prison, Polly. Polly's making it out like I put him in lockup when I put him in timeout. And the whole point was, it was because I didn't want to have to like block Polly, because Polly would have kept doing it. Polly and Ben and Polly and Havoc, they're like, it's like bouncing shit back and forth, and it just gets more and more each time. It just keeps going. And you're like, nah, I got to stop it. You have to stop it. What are you talking about? You're talking about the Lorax, bro. Can't talk about the Lorax with much greens around. Don't you know, bro? We were talking about it the other day. I put up a picture of it. The time I lost a bet and had to shave off the beard but keep the big bushy mustache. And I showed up at my buddy's house, and his kids were like, and after that, from then until still now, it's been like 5 years. I show up at his house and he's like, hey, Dad, the Lorax is here. I'm like, you fucking hate your kids. Your kids are little assholes. I hate them. I hate your kids. They're little fucking assholes. I can't stand them. He didn't tell him to say that shit either. They're like, they came up with that on their own. Yeah, Tom, he's just fucking with you. We don't need your DD214. I trust you. What is this? Is Tom really Havoc in disguise? I don't think so. I don't know what happened with Havoc. I haven't seen it. Maybe you were right when you sent me that thing. Do you remember when you sent me a thing about like in Paramount, Florida, the person that like, so there was something going on. I was like, oh God. He's like, hey, have you checked on, he's like, have you checked on Havoc? You know, he sent me a news story. He's like, this could be him. I was like, I don't fucking know. You're all more chill than my bro-in-law, but Purple is kind of broken. Yeah, he's kind of broken. He's not kind of broken. He's a lot broken. Fucking his parents were like, hey, will you send something away and it comes back? It's broken. He's not even just mildly sprained. He's like fucking broken. Like I can't. Okay, you guys want to hear? Like you guys want to know about Paulie? Like I love Paulie. I love him to death. He's like I said, he gets to say shit to me that most people will wind up getting hit in the mouth with a beer bottle for. And I grin when he does it because it's hilarious, and I giggle. And most people are like, I don't get it. But like Paulie, I can't fucking have Paulie on speakerphone in public. Like if Paulie calls me, I'm like, I can't answer that right now. I can't, because even with it not on, like Paulie will answer, and your phone will be on speaker, not even on speaker, just on regular. And it sounds like it's on speaker. He's like, "Hey, this mother," but I'm like, I can't talk to you in public right now. Called me one time in the commissary, and he was like, luckily I had my Bluetooth headphones on, and he starts just going off. And I was like, "Yeah, here's the thing. I have you on." He's like, "Am I on speaker?" And I was like, "No, you're in my Bluetooth headphones." He's like, "Damn it, where are you at?" I was like, "I was at the commissary." He's like, "Oh, perfect opportunity." So like, Polly's one of those dudes. You just don't answer. You don't answer Polly and hold the phone to your ear if you're in like tight quarters where other people are going to hear it. And you never answer your phone in public if it's Polly and put it on speakerphone, ever. Like something is going to get said, and you're going to have to apologize to several parents, probably 2 women, and maybe a dude in a skirt. I'm not saying you are, brother. That's just, yeah, I know that's just how fakes have ruined shit. And there's a lot of that goes around. Like I know Polly. Polly's got a Purple Heart, hence the name Purple Heart Barbecue. They don't give those out like stateside. like Polly shot himself in the buttocks. I shot myself in the buttocks. So, no, I know how Polly got his Purple Heart. And I like the joke about like he didn't have the quick reflexes, the enemy marksmanship award thing. But no, I know how it happened. I tell everyone I'm a vet, but I'm not. It's so much fun. Bullshit. Polly's a fucking vet. Damn, now I'm looking for that movie. Are you talking about the one where he's out in the woods and he has to kill the bear with a knife, and it's not the Revenant, it's the one with Anthony Hopkins? Oh dear. You know what I just realized? Oh, guys. Okay, sorry. So there's the Iron Chef channel on Pluto TV now. So yesterday Tino came over and we were supposed to hang out for a while, and I helped him do the gun safe stuff. And then he came over here and we hung out and we were looking at knives and goofing off, and I touched up a knife for him. And we got into the devil lettuce, and then he left. He's like, "Oh, well, the wife wants to have dinner now." And he's like, "I can't stick around as long as I thought I wanted." And I was like, "Okay, I mean, that's cool. It happens. Like, I know your old lady's off." He's newly married, so it's a new thing. I was like, "That's cool. I'll stay here." Well, I had gotten into the lettuce, and I realized I was hungry and I didn't want to cook, and it was late. And I was like, "I'll just order a pizza." And I used Slice, which is a great app, by the way. And it finds you, like, it recommends random pizza places in your neighborhood, so that they're ones you usually wouldn't find unless you're really looking hard. And they recommend this one. It was like $10.99. It's $10.99 for like a medium, a fairly small medium. I'm like, cool. Shows up, and I open it. I'm not gonna lie to you, that was a fucking frozen pizza. And I was like, No, you throw them right in the fire. That's how this channel works. Okay. Tom is Marine. I'm pretty sure he can hold his own. I'm pretty sure that he can tell that we're haranguing him for humor. The Edge. You're right. That was the name of it. The Edge. What was the knife? At any rate, so if you're in San Diego, don't order pizza from Mamma Mia's Pizza. I don't care if they've been in business since 1988 and they have a loyal following. That was one of the worst pizzas. Like, there was no sauce on it. It was pretty fucking horrible. And I'm like, hey, you know, $10.99 pizza. Guys, pizza's a lot like sex. Even when it's not that good, it's still pretty fucking good. Last night, I was honestly going to go, you know, I don't know if I can eat this. And then, you know, I smoked a little bit more lettuce and I was like, oh yeah, I can. Very, very disappointed. Very disappointed with Mamma Mia's pizza. Found the knife. What was it? So the military guys sense of humor is just like that. So Tom, I hope you're not offended. I hope you're having fun. I'm pretty sure everything's good. Tonto. Oh, look. Huh? I missed something up here. New comments. Yeah, I put Polly in timeout just one time. A lot of times I do it because it's just funny. I put Polly in timeout because then I get all kinds of. He has a dirty, dirty mouth. Grotto's Pizza was amazing when I was a kid, disappointing as an adult. Where's Grotto's Pizza? Is that here in San Diego? Yes, you can. You kind of can. Like if I ordered that pizza and I was not impaired, I wouldn't have eaten that and I would have called them to come pick it up. I was like, you need to come get this piece of shit. It was probably the worst pizza. In all honesty, I was going to say, I think it was the worst pizza I've had in a very, very long time that didn't have corn and shrimp on it. Japan, they get really weird. It was the little big knife in ATS 34. ATS 34 was a good steal. I liked ATS 34. I still have a knife in ATS 34. It's that little fixed blade Morgan. Delaware, East Coast. That's why I had never been to Grotto Pizza. I don't know if that was a thing. What was this? What did Tom say? You guys know any free contest giveaways out there? I have wide shoulders. Yeah, that's what I figured. He'll be okay. I don't know of any. I mean, there's always giveaways on Instagram, but well, let's pull that up. I want to see. Now I want to see. Now we don't need that. I know that James Straub won. Leave that up. Little Big Knife. How did you spell it? What was it? Lyttle. Lyttle. Big Knife. I don't see any pictures for what I'm looking for. I'll have to look it up because it's not showing me what I want to see. Polly does not do knife giveaways. Polly does not do knife giveaways. Wait, magazine. I can't. Here's the thing. I can't like pull that up. Like, I can't. I'm not on YouTube. That doesn't do anything. Like I can't even copy and paste it, and I'm not typing that in. Guys, it took me forever to type in Little Big Knife. No, Polly, don't you do it. Sucking these nuts. It's exactly what it is. I can't believe you did that. Aiden, do you have my new phone number? My new personal? Aiden, send that to my business phone number. You can't put an email up. And you don't want Polly emailing you. I barely like Polly emailing me or texting me. And he's my friend. So let's go find Polly on Instagram at was it Purple Heart Barbecue, and then find his channel here at Purple Heart Barbecue and then send it to him. The Sugandies knife is Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So, why what? You can't, I don't allow links because people send all kinds of crazy weird stuff. And you don't want everyone, the whole thing is it's for you too. You don't want everyone to have your email address. Like on a YouTube video that this is probably going to, you don't have it. Just go to YouTube. If you're on here, you can go to his channel on YouTube. At any rate, Tom, you don't want there's literally going to be hundreds, if not thousands of people that watch this and will have your email address. And I don't know if you know how weird the internet is, but you're going to get some fucked up emails. So I would prefer that you didn't put an email in here. It's part of the reason I don't allow it. I have some moderators put up links. Let me go grab that other phone. Let me go grab the work phone. I want to see a picture of that little knife. Hang on, I'm coming right back. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. That's a nice looking knife. I remember it being a nice looking knife. Go sub to Polly. Love the, I don't know. Okay, Matt, I'm going to tell you, you know what show I've never really watched very often, or even more than just like a clip of here and there? Forged in Fire. Because having made a knife from a railroad spike in a forge, and then having done stock removal, I'll tell you that forging a knife is the hardest and dumbest way possible to make a knife. I mean, I get it why people do it, and I love the artisanal qualities of it, but the fact is, hand hammered steel and that forge welded Damascus is never going to be as good as monolithic single sheet of steel that's all heat treated the same. Yeah, I kind of think he is. I can't think of people that I can't think of. Jared does giveaways to his Patreons. I know that Cole does some giveaways. Big Red EDC does giveaways. There's a handful of knife channels that do giveaways on a regular basis, and Zach Stuff does. But I mean, you're talking. Was it Metal Complex does? But you're talking like tens of thousands of subscribers and stuff like that. So. Yeah, what and why? Why? That forge welding steel is never going to be as good. When you take two different types of steel and you forge weld them together, any inconsistencies in that where a forge weld doesn't take, you get a crack. It delaminates, it comes apart. I made one knife in Damascus and I'm never doing it again. I had so many problems with that knife. And if you just use a single piece of monolithic steel, it's all the same steel. It all has the same qualities. It all heat treats at the same temperature. You don't have to forge weld it. You don't have to worry about oxides forming in it with your flux and stuff like that. It's just a better end product. That hand hammered steel, everybody's like, oh, it makes it so much stronger. It doesn't. Those foldings and all that, they add more points of failure into a blade. And so if you watch those videos of them making those blades, how many times they crack, how many times I made knives for people that have done things like pry open Humvee doors and open 55-gallon drums by stabbing into them. Never have I had one of my handmade knives fail. And it's because I get one solid piece of steel, I do one temperature heat treat, and then I do all the other steps to turn it into a knife. Just like everybody's nostalgic about going back and like, oh, life was so much better. I was like, really? Because when I grew up, it was shit. Growing up was horrible. Growing up in the early 80s was horrible. It was garbage. Growing up in the late 70s, early 80s was horrible. Everybody's nostalgic about it. I'm like, really? You go think back on it real hard. Because I got news for you. It's not. Everybody's nostalgic about going back to things. That's why I argue, like, everybody's like, oh, I won't buy a knife if it doesn't run on washers. And I'm like, oh, so you want to go backwards. I'd much rather have a knife on bearings. easier to clean out. Everybody's like, oh, knives with bearings get gunk in them and then you're screwed. Like, no, you see that gap? I put it in a fucking sink. I wash it out and then I'm done. And if I've got a good lubricant, the lubricant stays and the grit goes. So like I'm saying, like it's always like everybody gets so sentimental about things in the past. Like, oh, these knives that were hand done were so much better. I'm like, no, I don't think they were. You can look at the technology and say, and just know that modern metallurgy is better than two dissimilar steels that you hammer together and use borax to hopefully prevent oxygen from getting in there and causing a crack. It's too hit or miss, way too hit or miss. So are traditional Japanese swords folded steel or samurai? Yes, they are. But these days we fold a sword and fold steel to get a pattern, and they're using two dissimilar types of steel. Japanese steel was made from a steel called tamahagane, which was from black sand, and it was not very pure. And so the only way to get the impurities to the surface and to evenly distribute the carbon that was in it was to fold it. So every time you would fold it, the impurities come to the surface, you get cleaned off, and the more folding you did, the more even distribution of the carbon and the more even distribution of the carbides and all those things that were in it. And it's Purple Heart Barbecue is my buddy Paulie, Tom. And so that's why they did it. Everybody's like, oh, the steel of Japanese swords was so good. No, it was garbage fucking steel. And they had to find a way to process it to make it usable. And the way they did it was to fold it to evenly distribute the carbides and to remove the impurities and burn them out in the folding process. That's why you started with a big piece of steel. By the time you got done, you barely had enough to make a sword. All that slag and shit that comes to the surface when you see them folding that and you see them like with the wet hammer on the anvil to blow off the slag, that's impurities and shit that are getting burned out of the steel. And that folding process just cleans up the steel. And it was what they had to work with. It's just the way it works. Like I put a lot of studying into, I took Japanese sword arts for the better part of 15 years. And it's that you go back and you study the metallurgy, and that's why they had to do that. And then they would pick different parts of that bloom when they would actually make the tamahagane. Some of it was higher carbon, some of it was lower carbon. The low carbon stuff was going to be softer, so they would use it for the spine, and then they would put the hardened, cleaned up piece of high carbon steel in the front, and then they would differentially temper it because you had a very hard, brittle piece of steel at the front, and then you had a softer steel at the back, and that allowed you to have, because if the sword was continuous, all the same hardness, it would crack and the entire blade would break. So what happened was they encased that harder steel inside that billet. They cut it into a canoe and they would stretch it out. So your leading edge was this really, really high quality steel comparatively to what was in the spine. And you would fold that in and seal it in and then just keep folding it until you stretched it out. And then you had that continuous hard edge. And then when you would temper it, you would block some areas so that they would cool slower. So on the spine, there was a lot more clay. They would put only a little bit of clay at the very leading edge. They would quench it. The steel at the front would harden quickly and stay super hard. And then the stuff at the back would harden softer and was it would harden a lot slower and it would be softer to allow you to have the best of both worlds. Really super hard cutting edge with a soft, impact resilient spine to protect the blade from cracking. There we go. I've done my tirade tangent for the night. That's why mono construction steel swords that have been differentially heat treated will always outperform traditional Japanese folded steel swords. And I have both. I have one that I don't have that one anymore. That's at Elliott's. I have one that was at folded steel that had the differential heat treat. Elliott has that. It was a gift to him. I have one that I had. The other two that I had made are both mono steel construction. It was one piece of steel, one quality piece of steel, and it was just differentially heat treated. So you still have the hard edge and a soft spine. And then the one that my father-in-law got me, because it is 450 years old, is made from the tamahagane steel and it's folded. And that's why you have those inconsistencies. But everybody seems to think that that's what, oh, they had this quality steel and it was folded like millions of times. No, they would fold it not millions of times. Every time you fold it, it's exponential. Fold it once, you got 2. Fold it twice, you got 4. Fold it twice again. What's 4 times 4? See how that goes? 16 times 16. 32 times 32. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a good dude. He does a lot of cooking stuff. Polly's actually, I've seen all his videos. He's an amazing cook. And I mean, he'd have to be having a fat ex-wife. Sorry. Oopsie. I would say that's slander, but I've seen the pictures. Purple Heart Barbecue, you really are about the part of the food. I was just looking at your Instagram. I'm about to order one of those Joe's barbecues tomorrow. Polly, have you ever had one of those Blackstone, what are they called? Blackstone flat top grills? Have you ever tried one of those? I don't even know if Polly's still here. He's probably sending me all kinds of nastiness on my phone. No, he didn't. Seems to be the only reviewer regularly repping Two Sons Knives. They're a really unique company. Oh, talking about Jared. Sorry, got a comment on a video. Guys, I'm not gonna stay on here too much longer. That breakfast barbecue that he made the other day. Did you guys see that one? The carne asada breakfast barbecue or breakfast burrito, I mean, that he did on Instagram. He's no, watch me stuff my fat face. And I was like, God, that looks amazing. I was like, that really looks, I sent that to my sister. Okay. Is washing a knife in rubbing alcohol bad for it? No. Rubbing alcohol is a water displacement. The only thing that will happen is like you spray it down and you get it down inside your pivot. You may wash away, because it is a solvent, you may wash away your solvent, your lubricant that's in there, like your KPL or whatever you've got in there. But generally, I spray my knives down with rubbing alcohol all the time. The epoxy that's in your G10 is resilient. It's not going to go bad. You want to be careful with some of your more harsh solvents. Like you don't want to soak. Okay, case in point, don't soak the bearing races of this in acetone. It'll make them shrivel up because the plastic that they use for this is susceptible to acetone. I've washed these out in alcohol before, but I do know, I've heard people tell me that like they put their bearings from their Norseman down inside acetone and they kind of curled up like they were getting cooked. So it was, rubbing alcohol typically doesn't do anything. You may get like on G10, you might get like a bit of a white residue look to it. But I mean, after you carry it a little bit, get a little bit of oil from your hands on it. It's just going to what it's doing is it's just driving any of the oils off the surface. But that's how I remove stuff off my blade. I have a spray bottle of 91% rubbing alcohol and I spray it and I wipe it off. And that's how I clean up blades before videos. If I clean them up before videos. I use rubbing alcohol to clean the bearings in my knives. So no, you're good. What happened to my arm? You know what happened to my arm, Matt? You mean that? Where I stabbed myself in the hand the other day? Or are you talking about my shoulder where I've got all that fucking nerve damage from all the surgeries on my shoulder? No. Who were you getting shade from? Someone dumb. That's who. I soaked this entire knife in acetone and rubbing alcohol and all the other things. Isn't that weird how that look at that. Oh, Polly's talking about somebody buying oh yeah, he was talking about buying he was talking about buying something here. So, hi guys, James Straub, if God, it would be so nice. You know what I want from YouTube? The paying members. Which folder? Charles, are you talking about this small one? Or are you talking about my Farron Forge Master Blaster? Probably your hand. There's been a couple. I've had some. It's a horse dong. This is not a horse dong. This is an angry pelican. There's his eye coming in. He's all upset. Bad news for you. It cuts better than 99% of knives I've ever owned. I don't know. If I was in a splint, there was the time that I cut my thumb so bad that I hit the tendon and had to have it in a splint while the tendon healed. There was this here just the other day where I stabbed myself clear through the hand, went in there, came out here. What was this? Master Blaster. Good to know. That's definitely a horse. No, it is not a horse dong. I got news for you. I don't care. This thing cuts like nobody's fucking business. I don't care what it looks like. It is unusual and it's unique and it's not for everyone, but I love it. And apologies be like, told you you loved horse dong. You love horse cock. Never had a Blackstone. Okay, my buddy Tino just got one, and I haven't got to see it yet. Mike still needs a stinger. No, I've got one. I have a stinger. I don't have an N6. I don't have a. I'm sorry. Goddamn, I don't have one of the ones in the Nitnell. What do you want? Come on, then. Come on. Okay, and you can come. You don't have to ask permission. What do you want? Come here. She's getting weird. She won't get up on the. She will sit and put her chin on the couch and just look at you. And I was like, since when do you ask permission to get up on the couch? She asked permission to come in. She asked permission to go upstairs. I'm like, what is going on with you? Why do you think that you need to ask permission to go anywhere? You can come anywhere you want in this house, dog. Horse dog impersonation. Now these were great. If you can find one, these things are great. There were only like 200 of them. And they stopped making them like, oh, I don't know, 5 years ago, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago. Damn cougar, probably. I don't know. She's acting weird. Yes, you can get up. Go up. And up. Go. Go. All right, fuck it. I don't care. Don't. Just sit there. Sit there and with your chin on the thing. Either get up or don't. It's not the Master. No, this is the Master Blaster. The Master Blaster does not look like a horse dong. Up. Can't go. Up. I swear to God, she's got Alzheimer's. I don't know what I'm doing. This dog that acts like... I got a dog that acts like it belongs in public office. So, guys, I'm going to get off of here. It's been 2 hours. This has been fun. We've talked knives the entire time. See, I don't always just have an off-the-rails live feed. I do want to get off of here because it's currently supposed to get down to 37 degrees tonight, and it's only 41 outside right now, which means that it is currently 52 degrees in my garage. And I do have thermal underwear and stuff on, but I'm starting to become uncomfortably chilly because I don't have any warm sandals and my feet are cold. What was this? I've never used that type, but overall Oklahoma Joe's is good, not the best, but not the worst, kind of middle of the road, good starter smoker. New Year's Eve, that was off the rails and it was a blast. And Cole, if you're still here, probably my favorite live feed I've done. Sorry, Polly. He took the cake. Cole had the best live feed that has ever performed. Yours was close. So there's a handful of them that really stand out. Anytime I've had Polly on, it's always fun. But Nick Shabazz, Jim Skelton. I'm sorry, guys. Out of all of them, I have to go back and say, out of all of the live feeds I've done, even with all the interesting people, that I've had on. I think that is my favorite live feed I've ever done. It was so much fun. I had a blast. I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong. Polly, I love having you on. It's always fun. I miss the chat when you're here because I'm just talking with you and I miss the chat. It was like that with Cole, only worse. Cole is prettier than Polly. I think it's not that Cole, it's because his wife was in the back. I think that's what's, and his wife and I both got into the lettuce. I was saying stuff to Cole and his wife was laughing so hard she couldn't breathe. So it was a lot of fun. I'm jumping off, but you can message me on Instagram or TikTok or even here. Yeah, just get a hold of Polly. Polly will help you out. He's only ascorbic and abrasive here. Like in person, he's almost a decent human being in person. So guys, I'm out. I love you all. This has been a blast. We'll do this again Wednesday. I'll be in here. So you guys that are not paying members, you might want to think about it. I am going to be giving away something. I'll make the announcement here in the next couple of days. For the paying members this month, I haven't decided what's going out yet. I believe what I would like to do, and let's see what you think about it. I do believe that we are going to give away, just a little heads up, I believe this is going to be the giveaway for January. So I believe that this is what I'm going to be giving away. This is a fun little knife. So Cazador, the artisan Cazador. This is just not something I'm going to carry. So if you guys are interested in that, you got to be a paying member, premium or baseline tier. That's what is going to be the November giveaway. But I'm going to do the announcement sometime this week. Probably. How amazing would it be to win that gorgeous blade? Well, like I said, you got to be a paying member. I do giveaways to the paying members, baseline and premium tiers. I like how it's green enough that it kind of starts to get the Howls logo. Can you see it? This thing is very, very slicey. I did a video about it not long ago. I really like it. It's not a knife that fits my hands the way I would want. So keep your eyes open for that. I'll do a video about it. I might also be doing a flash giveaway this month. Depends on what comes in. I have some stuff that's supposed to come in, and I may do it as giveaway, as flash giveaways, but I just don't know yet. So, guys, looks like a folding sea snake. You know what? This knife has been around longer than my sea snake design. I have, so that you guys know, when we reach the 100 subscriber mark, I have one of the $160 versions of the serialized. I have number 2 of the serialized Sea Snake Blade Show West exclusives that I'm giving away to a paying member when we reach 100 paying members. So I still have that knife, and it's signed. The box is signed, everything. So I'm going to address this since you brought it up. Everybody's like, oh, you only do stuff for the paying members. And I'm like, yeah, the fact is there's 48 people that are paying me anywhere between $5 and $15 a month. And that has to be rewarded. And so the giveaways were a way to do it. So that's why I do it. And Jared says the same thing. If I gave away knives to everyone, I wouldn't have anything to be able to give away. I would be like, I'd spend all the money that the channel makes, and that's not the point. This is my only income right now. So, was this Charles Henning? I found out that you did the design for the Sea Snake just the other day. The Kershaw leak is what started my passion for knives. That's a good one. I like the Sea Snake was just something that I decided that would be a good thing to have, a small little fixed blade EDC. So, I understand that completely. That's why I have to stop. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it feels good to give stuff away, but like, if you're doing it in a fashion where you're just like, you're handicapping yourself, especially like I said, until until they stop coming out with mandates for wearing masks, I'm pretty much not going to be able to go to work. I'm figuring that's what it is, because between the fact that one, doc says no, two, any place that I would apply, they find out and they're like, it's kind of a risk that we're not willing to take. So people don't want to take that risk on hiring someone that could easily, because I have a compromised immune system from an autoimmune disorder and the meds I take. So it's just, right now, this is what I got. So I appreciate everybody that's here. I appreciate all the donations and stuff. So it's great and it's fun. I enjoy this. I enjoy spending time with you guys. I like to say it all the time. I do the recorded videos for you guys. I do the live feeds for me. This is fun. I enjoy this. The interaction that you don't get. Like, where else are we going to have a bunch of people just sitting around? 32 people are still here 2 hours later. We're talking about knives. Not a normal community. Guys, I'm out of here. I got stuff I got to do, like laundry and dishes, and finish editing that video that I shot earlier. I love you all. Take it easy. Keep it clean in the comments, and I'll see you next time.